Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy and a pleasure being out here in nature, listening to the sound of this running river, vibrating under such energy, vibration and frequency, and it's going to end its life into the sea, traveling from humanity into divinity. And I say that to show you that our life is mapped out right in nature. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to speak to you concerning the inner eye. And before I go any further concerning the inner eye, I want to let you know that everything that I'm going to ever say to you, that it can be found in the Bible. But for you to understand it in the way that it should be understood, you have to come to realize that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is neither literal, neither is it secular history. And that when you believe that the Bible is literal and the Bible is secular history, you'll be always looking outwardly instead of inwardly. But when you understand that the Bible is symbolic and it is your own spiritual biography, then you would look always, at all time, inwardly. And you will come to discover that the eye is the gateway to the soul. And as you have physical eyes, so you have a spiritual eye. And it's only until that inner eye of understanding, that inner eye of divine revelation, that inner eye of self-realization, that inner eye of self-actualization, that inner eye that points you to your true identity, that inner eye is what will point you to your true divinity. That inner eye is what will teach you how to look inwardly, to understand that everything outside is only a reflection of what is within. So my brother and my sisters, as you behold all these things that are wrong you with your physical eyes, so with your spiritual eyes, you must behold all the things that is taking place within you and understand that your environment is an outer projection of your inner ecology. And in other words, your outer expression is only the manifestation of your inward expression. So the love belief is always taking place in your life. Because if you believe something for so long, you start perceiving it as if it is true. But my brother and my sisters, the whole key to life is to awake this eye that is within you. Because this eye that is within you, it has been turned downwards. But when you activate it, it's going to turn upwards. And now you'll be able to see more perfectly. Now you'll be able to see your true spirituality. You'll be able to see that you are spirit having a human experience and not a human trying to be spiritual, are trying to find an identity by joining to some religion. So this inner eye of which I speak, the Bible clearly tells you that when this eye open, that you shall change from mortal to immortality. Because that twinkle is what would make you understand your immortal self. It will bring you to accept your immortal self. Because this truth of the inner eye can never be known intellectually. It has to be experienced. That's the reason why many were going to the Amazon for a drink of ayahuasca just to get an experience that will be temporary. But my brother and my sisters, when that eye open in you for real, it is not a temporary experience. It's an experience that goes on and on and on and on and on for all of eternity. Because you discover your eternal self. You discover your true higher self. This is not a man or woman speaking just from intellect, but one who have come into true sonship, heirship, and inheritance. One of whom all of humanity as a little child would appear and call Father. Then you will understand Matthew 11:27, where it says, it's only the Father could reveal the Son, and only the Son could reveal the Father. That Son is that light within you, that eye within you. So my brother, my sisters, don't get too caught up with the getting, of which law of attraction and all of these things teaching you just to get things, just to manifest things, just to stay in the material realm. But the whole key towards self-help and towards all of the spiritual happening that is taking place on the earth right now is for you to discover that inner eye. So my brother and my sisters, the first thing that you have to learn before you could open that inner eye is to learn to believe in yourself, and not to believe in any power outside of yourself, and not to believe in any God outside of yourself, but to trust and believe in the God that is within you by believing in yourself, by putting trust in yourself, and by believing that God is your own human imagination, which is the creator in every man, and that according to St. John 1:3, without him there isn't anything made that was made, and that all things was made by him, and that him is not a man 2,000 years ago, but that him is a personification of your own human imagination. Therefore, learn to see things through the eye of imagination, your inner eye, your supernatural eye, your force eye. Many call it the third eye, but your force eye, your God eye, your supernatural eye. That's the reason why when Jacob had the experience, he called the place pineal. Many people are trying to open up their pineal gland, but my brother and my sisters, true awakening is not something you try to work out your way, but something that will take place in its own right time and its own season. All you have to do is apply yourself and align yourself with the rest of the universe, and everything else will work out, and then you'll be able to tell your story and not someone else's story. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I hope you take something away from what I'm saying to you. And if you like, if this may have been resonating with you, I'm encouraging you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet, or to like, comment, but most of all, make sure put this message to work in your life. For this message I bring to you, it is a single-eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 teaches you that if your eye be single, your whole body would be full of light. And when you have the experience, you will always remember how you bust your crown chakra. That's the reason why I always put my hand on my crown chakra, because I come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in my life. And that without the S-U-N, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun, and all of humanity has been powered by the sun. Therefore, my encouragement to you is to use your mind power, which is the sun power, your solar power, to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.